Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Martin with The Contoured Chemist. Can you tell what I'm talking about today? So, if you are new here, welcome. And you might not know, I have a slight obsession. And that obsession, besides mascara, is Lashify. Okay? Lashify is an at-home lash extension / hybrid from strip lashes. They are far from strip lashes, and I wear them 24/7, pretty much. So I've been getting a lot of questions lately about all the things, and I haven't done a video in a while about just strictly the lashes and how I apply and all that. And I recently tried a new way of getting them to last. So my number one question is longevity. People that cannot get them to last more than a day or two. And so I wanted to try a new method and see if it worked for me and then teach it to you guys. So if you want to check out, I'm not going to go over the basics. This is a more advanced technique. It's not the quickest method of putting them on, but it is going to make them last. Okay, these babies are not going anywhere. They're super secure. I'm curious to see how many days I can go without wanting a new set. So I'll keep you updated. But if you want to see this method, keep watching and I'm going to teach you how. Okay, let's get to it. Application, right? That's what you're here for. I'm going to preface this by saying I did not come up with this method. If you are not a member of the Facebook community called Lashify Life, go over to Facebook and join it. So many tips and tricks from people who are obsessed, as I am, with Lashify. Vanessa, one of the women there that does tutorials with Lashify, came up with this method, and it's called DEFCON 5. So if you cannot get your Lashify to stay on using this method, I don't know what to tell you, because it's gonna stay on. These are not, you don't want to use this method if you are the type that likes to remove them daily. I'm the opposite. I like to wear them as long as possible. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. First things first, if you're having issues, the first thing I ask is prep. How did you prep your eye? Okay. Lashify has come out with their own pre-cleanse to clean the eye, get rid of all the oils, and their melt away, which removes them. I have not even tried either of those because this works for me, and I get a good solid week or more out of using nothing more than the White Whisper Light bond. So the Whisper Light Flexible Bond, I just use the white, and I get a week easy. But not everybody's eyes are like mine. So here's what I do to prep. All right. First things first, especially if you just removed your old lashes, okay, you might have oils left on your eyes. So what did I do? I literally lost my Q-tip. I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing it. Black Q-tips, okay? You can get them off Amazon, Walmart. It's pretty much just so you don't get white fuzzies in your lashes. So I literally clean my entire eyelid. I am an oily eyelid girl. And it just, I don't know, it helps. I also make sure I'm using an eyeshadow primer every time I do my eye makeup so that no oils are gonna get near my lashes. So one of the number one things that destroys the gossamers and breaks them apart over time is oils. The other thing is steam, which is why we waterproof them at the end. So I get all the way up to my lash line, all my lid. Okay, usually oils are concentrated in the crease, so you should be fine. Oily girls can use these too. And I do even the bottom, just because when you blink, you know, it can transfer. And then I go in with a disposable spoolie, and you guys, all this is micellar water. The pre-cleanse would probably be even better, but if you're on a budget like me, try with this first. If this doesn't work for you, then it's time to invest in the Lashify products. So comb through your lashes so all those oils are not on your lashes, because if you're familiar with Lashify, it mainly is gluing the lashes to your natural lashes. So you have to have some natural lash for them to adhere to, and they have to be clean of oils. So that is all my prep. I let that dry, and now I'm good to go. If you're like me, my lashes, like I have lashes, but I don't know if it's because I never use one of these anymore or what. They're starting to be straighter than they used to be. So just so you don't have like straight eyelashes sticking down through your gossamers, it's not pretty. I give my natural lashes just a quick curl so they're not in the way when I'm trying to apply my gossamers. Okay. Step 2, application. So, like I said before, I normally would just do Whisper Light, apply them, clear coat, bond, done. This is DEFCON 5. This is gonna keep them on a long time. So, there's a lot of prep. Okay. First, the Seal and Finish Clear Coat. First thing I do is I apply that to my bottom lashes so that when I'm putting all these adhesives on my top lashes, my bottom lashes don't stick. Okay, so I'm gonna just give them a nice coat. This stuff removes stickiness and also causes things not to stick to it. So I also do this. I get some clear coat on my fingers, and I'm going to coat my wand, my control wand. Yes, I'm using 2. I like to use ones without the wandum to place the lashes, and then using the wandum because it covers more surface area when you fuse. I like to use with the wandum to fuse my lashes. This isn't necessary. You can remove them, obviously. I like to keep a set sometimes in my purse, just in case, or in my bathroom. The other one where I put on my makeup, you know, whatever you want. Okay, wand. Got it. Now we're gonna go in with the Whisper Light, and I'm gonna use the black. Now I have both Whisper Lights. The one now they come with an end. It's more like a paintbrush. Okay. They originally came with ends that were like a mascara wand. Okay, I'm gonna use the wand kind for my lashes here because I am going to put a very thin coat of black in my lashes. And I'm gonna kind of coat it through. Whoops. And if you get too much, see how I got, I don't know if you can see that, a big glob, just grab that. And remove it, okay? One of the biggest mistakes is using too much bond. Okay, just do a nice thin okay. If you do not have the kind with a wand, you can use the other one, put it at the base and get, it's called, my eyes are starting to stick together. They're dental floss brushes, and you can get them without any drugstore. okay? And you can simply, they're tiny little disposable brushes, and you can brush through, or you can use something like a disposable spoolie and brush through, but those are nice and small, and they work in the same way. Okay, now I am going in with Night Bond. So if you're not familiar, Night Bond is a different adhesive, and this is less tacky until it starts drying. But it is a stronger bond. It's meant to help keep it on overnight. So I'm gonna get excess off of my brush, okay? The biggest problem people have is inner and outer corners, okay? This is definitely my problem area. I don't have a whole lot of lashes on the inside corner, which is why I don't go all the way in. So what you're gonna do is remember that, and you're gonna put more bond on the inside and the outside. So just think logically, where do you want the most bond? Okay, it's wherever you place that brush first. So I'm gonna start with the inside corner. I'm gonna just barely keep this at the base, okay? And then I'm gonna flip the brush around, outside corner. Okay, this is really hard to do in film. Okay, so very lightly, I have Night Bond at the base of my lashes. Now it's time to actually apply our gossamers, okay? So we are going to start on that inside and outside corner first, because that's the problem area. And we're gonna do that so that we can get that placement, and then we can stack another one next to it. And by stacking, I mean I'm gonna slightly overlap the edges, and it's gonna help hold that inside corner down, and again with the outside corner, okay? I always are overlapping. I never put gossamers straight next to each other, because then you can get gaps as they loosen, okay? It's gonna help them adhere, and I find stacking is gonna help them even more so. Okay, so I'm gonna start with a C10 on my inside corner, because that is, I don't have a whole lot there. And I'm gonna leave out like 1 or 2 little lashes there, so it's not all the way, okay, but it still has something to adhere to. Okay, and now I'm gonna pick up my brush type wand, and I'm gonna try to get some so that it's on just right there on the wand, okay? And what I do is this inside corner, I'm going to slightly angle it as I pick it up so that it's angled towards my nose, okay? And then I'm going to just get some on the spine of my gossamer. I can't see, sorry. Okay, you don't want too much if it's too white. If you're having issues that it's like gooey, they're sliding around, anything like that, it's meaning you're using too much bond. So a little goes a long way with this white stuff. The white is the stickiest of all the bonds. So then I'm going to lift and I'm going to place. And I'm just going to push it into place. And it did not adhere because I don't have very many lashes there. So I'm gonna try that one more time. Okay, let's see, there's something on this one. Also want to make sure that when you pull the gossamers out of the cartridges, they don't have any of the glue that's holding them into this cartridge on them. I notice if they do, when you put them on there, they kind of stick to the wand and they don't want to stick to your lashes. So let's try that one more time. Okay, so that is in place. Now I'm gonna go in with a 14, and I am doing all C's. I did this entire eye is C's. So I was trying something new today by putting a 14 on the outer corner for more of a wing. I still think I might go back and stack. It is very hard for me not to stack, but right now this is not stacked whatsoever. Outside corner. Leaving one lash. Was trying, see that wing look? That's what I was wanting. Okay, if you're having issues with inside or outside corners, even using this method, another tip that I like to do is just moving over your gossamer a millimeter or two from the outside corner, especially if you're an side sleeper like me. Just a tiny little bit is really going to help with that outside edge starting to lift. That was one of the biggest things that helped my longevity. Okay, I'm going in with another 14 on that outside corner, and I am overlapping. Can you see how I overlapped the two? Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with a 12 on that inside. Do you see how much white is there? That's too much bond. Just simply wipe some off. Too much, just leave you sticky. And I'm going to repeat that both directions with 2 more 12s. Okay, so obviously depending on the size of your eye, the shape of your eye will depend on how many gossamers you need. Now I am going to fuse, and some people like to do a full fuse. I like to do a reverse fuse, and I'll show you both. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this wand first. And reverse is when you flip it around, and to be careful that there's no product or adhesive on your bond on your wand. Okay, so then comparing the two, I like to then go in, and this is a full fuse, and it doesn't fit my eye properly, but a full fuse means clamp down the whole eye, look down and lift, kind of bend, and you're going to open that up. It's going to lift the lashes, but it doesn't get right there on that outer corner for me, and so then I have to reverse the wand and go back in. Okay, and since we had put that black bond into our lashes as well, this covers more of that surface area and gets that area, and I feel like it really fuses the entire lash to your lashes. Okay, one more time, guys. We're going in with Night Bond, and the reason why this is so effective at keeping it on is because we are pretty much sandwiching in all that bond. We got black, Night Bond, white, and Night Bond again, and it's gonna hold it. Okay, again, inside corner, flip the brush, outside corner. Okay, just at the base. Okay, I love that the Night Bond also gives you almost a liner effect. It darkens the base of your lash and makes it look like you got liner on when you don't. So, blow. Night Bond does not dry as quickly. I cannot open my eye and do this at the same time. Oh my goodness. Okay, then I'm gonna go in one more time. I literally got black bond underneath my eye. Okay, got it. Okay, so finished almost. Now, what did I say the second thing was that destroys these lashes? Okay, besides oils, steam. Now, it's not gonna immediately make them fall off, I find, but it breaks them down so that that spine of the lash will actually weaken, and you'll see that it's almost like rubbery. It comes off and you'll see that there's like clear plastic inside that is actually the stability part. Okay, it literally breaks that down, that rubber part down, and disintegrates it. Okay, so I've had a steam facial. My lashes stayed on, okay? But I waterproof those bad boys. So, glass. Glass is the one product you can use liberally, okay? Can't use too much. Swirl it in there. Start at the base. Really work it into those. Okay, I like to completely coat and then go on the other side and coat as well. And you can put on multiple coats, like I said. Here, less is not more. More is more. Okay. You are good to go. This also really helps keep fuzzies out. I noticed before I started using this one, I'd always be brushing out my lashes because there was fuzzies in it. And I find that it's because the Seal and Finish clear coat isn't actually clear. It's cloudy, and it made a difference. This is clear. Glass is amazing. Okay guys, so that is the full DEFCON 5 method. If you want to stack, now you can go in and stack. When I stack, I usually like to place a lash where they're overlapping. So I would probably put one where these two overlap, right there, and one more where these two overlap. And something about the overlapping and then placing another one on top of that where it's overlapping really helps, I feel like, keep them on even longer. Even without the DEFCON 5 method, they stay on a good amount of time. Now, if you don't have the Night Bond, you can do the same thing with the black and white. If you don't have glass, you can try the same thing. Try what works for you. You might not need the Night Bond, the black and the white. You might just need to use the black and the white. You just might need to overlap more. You just might need to keep them away from the corner of your eye, or not let the water hit your face in the shower. There's so many different things to try troubleshooting this method. You might just need to prep your eyes better before you even put them on for the first time, and then you might have great success. So trial and error, play around with them, troubleshoot, try stacking, join the Lashify community. and see what others have, see what else works for those people. I am obsessed. I can't really go anywhere without these. They are so good. Okay, I hope that helped you learn some maybe different things to try. Make sure you prep your eyes well. Maybe it's just the lashes you use. I find that C's and A's are a little bit more fragile and break down a little faster, especially with my inside corners, than the B's, because B's are a thicker lash and they're sturdier. And that goes also with the F's. They are sturdier, they have a thicker band spine on them. And I find that they don't break down as quick. And so those stay on my eyes better. So prep your eyes when you're applying. Don't use too much bond. Try different application methods. I try not to overfuse during the day. I learned that each gossamer can only take 50 fuses before the spine will break down. So I only fuse morning and night, and only when I need to. So I check them. I go like this. If any are, yeah, you can tell I got some night bond on me. If any are popping up, add just a little bit more. Sometimes all it takes is fusing. Sometimes it takes a little bit more whisper light, fusing, and you're good to go. You don't necessarily have to remove the whole thing. If one is lifting in the corners, fix it. Put a little bond on there, fuse. Sometimes you might be able to gently remove it and then apply it. You don't necessarily need to take off your entire lash. So there are some troubleshooting things there that that Facebook community will really help you out. I learned a lot just by reading what's working for other people and then trying all the things. You gotta be willing to try new methods. So hopefully this helped. If you try this method and it works for you, please let me know below. I love to hear success stories. If you're having issues, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm happy to help. So thank you guys for watching today. If you are not already subscribed, please hit subscribe if you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more from me, and hit that like button so I know you love Lashify videos as well. So thanks again. Love you all.